This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be the prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. I want to open up by giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, great millstone, who rule well and teach well, and who have learned this truth from through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers out there preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. And Shabbat Shalom to the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. This one's going to be a response to this video here posted by the brother Arrows of Indignation 144. And the title of it says, Heads Up, New Touch Law in 31 states goes into effect June 5th. Hands on steering wheel at all times. All right. And that's essentially what it is, man, to keep it blank, or to keep it blunt. To keep it real, it's an unrighteous decree. Isaiah 10 and 1, what sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws. And that's the thing with Esau, Edom. There's, he's a crooked man, His spirit is not upright in him. So I'm going to let the video play, and we'll bring out some precepts. Lord willing, this will be edifying unto you. Fair use, fair use.
So I posted a video the other day about that new touch law and said that this is bad, that this is coming to more than just Pennsylvania, that once this happens, this is going to be hard to control, that this is absolutely going to be abused by the police. Well, as of this morning, look what just came out. Hands off. 31 states where drivers face touch laws, fined up to $450 if hands are in the wrong place, and it applies at red lights. So what this law is basically saying that is, if your hands aren't on the steering wheel at all times, the cop is going to be in the right to give you a ticket for a touch law, saying that you had the opportunity to be distracted because both hands, or however many hands, were not on that steering wheel. And it doesn't matter what you're going to be messing with inside of that car, whether you're driving or whether you're sitting still. If a cop sees you with your hands off of that steering wheel, he can write you a ticket for up to $450 for distracted driving. Right there. Give me some likes and comments. Have a great day, America.
Hands off. Drivers face touch law. No touching your cell phone while driving. Now, I got a problem with this. Because it says right here, 31 states where drivers face touch law fines of up to $450 if hands are in the wrong place, and it applies at red lights, and they just didn't finish the sentence. The states are Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia. Now let's talk about this. So let me get this right. My hands aren't at 10 and 2, and I drive a manual, and now all of a sudden I'm in trouble because my hands aren't at 10 and 2. And a lot of people like me are one-handed drivers. I always drive with one hand unless I'm on a bridge or in really tight traffic. I've got one hand on the wheel. My other one's on the, edge of my seat, sitting there on the armrest. I don't drive with two hands. How many people drive with two hands all the time? So now they can use that as a reason to pull you over and possibly ticket you for cell phone use without actually seeing you just because your hands are in a suspicious location. I would find that hard to prove. But then again, a lot of times you're guilty until proven innocent. And it's supposed to be the other way around, isn't it?
And that's very true. This dude may be Jake. But nonetheless, what he said was true. Usually within Esau's court system, his, you know what I'm saying? Usually you're guilty until proven innocent. And again, his spirit is not upright in him. But this thing is just like the elder from LA had mentioned. I was looking at the comments. A money-making scam, and that's Esau's MO. That's what he's about. He's looking to make a profit on everything. But I wanted to grab this real quick. Psalm 64:5, it says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? And if it wasn't for the brother posting this video, I would be oblivious to it. I wouldn't know. But that's the thing. That's just one of many traps they set. And they already have it to where you get caught being on the phone, period, you can get a fine. But how about, and that's the thing, like I saw on this, what about the people who make their
drivers
living?
face touch law fines of up to...
Yeah, I am not a contractor, delivery, or Uber driver. Yeah, so what about the people that make their living or make extra funds and shekels with Uber, right? Or just any type of rideshare app for that matter, or grocery, delivery, any type of, you know what I'm saying, app or things of that nature. How about them? Is that, you know what I'm saying? Or putting it on the dash, is that, what if you got one hand on the dash? On the phone, the phone got the you can put your device on the MagSafe stands and the mounts. That's the word. But that's the thing, man. These damn devils, they want to, again, profit off every little thing. And that's wicked, man. That's wicked. They lay these snares and they say, who shall see them? Who's going to notice? As it says in the NLT. But let me go to never be satisfied, or more than heart could wish. And this is geared towards Jake more so than anyone else. It says Psalm 73:7. Matter of fact, I'll start there. Psalm 73:7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. Point being, man, they have all this money, starting with the elites on down. But then the government also, they benefit off this shit. Right? It's just one of many traps. And think about it, bro. You think how many, how much money they rack up with these different tickets and violations and not to condone it, but DUIs and things of that matter. Or just getting Jake with just silly shit, Or any type of little thing, man, they could pull you over. Say you rolled a stop sign, this, and that. Wicked, man. They lay there and prey on the demise of Jake. You see, and that goes back to the hatred, that perpetual hatred. And that's the thing with these cops. The majority of them, it's like the Edomites. If they had it their way, which now we live in a society where the modern day or your average Joe Schmo suppresses that on some type of level. Because if they were to do it, you know what I'm saying, they'd be locked up. But behind closed doors, or you know what I'm saying, you bring the truth out of them, they want to kill Jake, man. They want to lay hands on Jake. What did I want? Salakia. Is that Ezekiel? This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You see, through Esau's long-lived hatred, that perpetual, let me look up that word perpetual, is damn near forever going or ongoing. Everlasting, right. Everlasting, unceasing, existing indefinitely. He's had that same mindset since really since Cain, or really the serpent through Cain, and then as well as Esau, man. Right, where he said, I will slay my brother Jacob. You know, after the days of mourning are gone from my father, I will utterly slay Jacob. So he's been out on a hunt for Jake, man, for the longest. And this is just another thing that they could attack on and benefit off of. You know, run up the money off Jake. Up to 450. Because think we're already down bad as it is. You see? And they know Jake is reckless is all hell. Especially the 2/3, man, who, you know, they're not looking out for these things. Man. But anyways, yeah, man. So since Esau has had that perpetual hatred, has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. Right, and that goes for all the tribes. You know, southern and northern kingdom. The massive bloodshed of the apple of the Lord's eye. You see, the Lord is going to prepare him unto blood. And we're going to give unto him double. And it's not going to be a pretty sight in the kingdom of heaven. You know? But yeah, man, that was basically it. Just give a warning to be mindful. Be mindful when we're driving, as well as hey, I'm one of them brothers that do, you know what I'm saying, in transits from time to time. Be mindful of that. But regardless, the Lord's going to make a way for us. The Lord's got us. But we got to be circumspect as well. Let me grab that. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. And I got to do better with that. You know what I'm saying? Being on the phone, scrolling through the precepts. You know, it says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Evil going into bad times. And it's only going to get worse. And this is on a scale, it's minute. You know, however, it's still got to be talked about. You know, because this, man, it's just wicked. Simple, but it's wicked. Let me grab that word circumspect. Cautious, wary, looking about on all sides. Deliberate, guarded, well considered. Look around, take heed around, round about. Yeah, so it's one more thing, you know what I'm saying, to add into the repertoire, you know, and for Esau not to get all over on us when it comes to this touch law. But to hell with this devil, man. He's trying to pull all the strings he can to keep his kingdom going. You know, and to constantly oppress the Israelites. And really, he's oppressing the whole world. He's oppressing his own people with this as well. But it mainly affects us, you know what I'm saying? Why? Because we're under the curses. And, you know, he's doing that diligent search to what? Ultimately destroy Israel. You know, but expect more to come down the pipe. Harsher draconian laws. This is just one of many. Again, we expect more to come down the pipe. Stronger than this, of course. But that's the thing too. I was also thinking, what about the drivers, the Tesla drivers, or drivers? You know what I'm saying? The drivers that have that technology. Then what? What about those people where they have self-driving, and you're really not touching anything? Are they susceptible? You know, is that within the fine print that they could get off scotch-free? It's bugged, man. But this is why Esau Edom has to go down. He has to pay because he's an unruly, unfit ruler. You know?
Hands all the time. So now they can use that as a reason to pull you over and possibly ticket you for cell phone use without actually seeing you just because your hands are in a suspicious location. I would find that hard to prove.
You know? And that's the thing. It's just one more reason to pull you over and then search you for probable cause. If they smell some type of alcohol on you, or they, you know what I'm saying, Jake? Again, or they smell some type of odor coming from the car, and rightfully so, because Jake shouldn't be smoking no way. But again, it's the crack down on Jake, man. You know, you can see it. You can see it. Go back.
Innocent. And it's supposed to be the other way around. And possibly ticket you for cell phone use without actually seeing you just because your hands are in a...
Yep. But, you know, as the scriptures tell us, even if, you know what I'm saying, we do get pulled over, whatever the case may be, we're to what? As Yahweh Shai told us, agree with our adversary quickly. And just have faith in the Lord, you know what I'm saying, that he'll get you out of that jam. Matthew 5:25, agree with thine adversary quickly whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. All right, and we're to agree with him quickly. You know, be respectful, of course, being peaceable with all men, and the Lord will have favor on you. you know, not buck up against authority, not try to show what you know in the law or trying to come up against them. This is not our kingdom. It's not our rest. All right, just have faith in the Lord. Pray, of course, if you do get pulled over, if you're in that jam. And Lord will make a way, man. We just got to believe. All right. Not scream out the window. Y'all shim y'all shy. Y'all shy. Right. And then try to resist, or you try to, you know what I'm saying, yell in this dude's face. Nah, it's just not wise. We got to move it as wise as serpents, harmless as doves. But that's basically it. So with that, hey, Lord willing, this is edifying and exhorting unto you again, giving all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakodash. Double honors again to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Shalom, wa, kwam yasharala, wa, abab, abal. Soon.